All right. Hello. Oh my God. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about my item sorter design. Uh, the idea behind it is I don't like having to interact directly with the storage chests in an item sorting system. Um, I think either you're going to be forced to interact with some ugly internals, or you can try to hide it, but it limits the kinds of designs you can do. My idea was, what if I could flip a lever, and get a specific kind of item? Uh, let's turn the system on first. Um, let's get some gold, and here it comes, just like that. Let's get some copper. Oh, oh, there it is. Let's pick all that up. Let me throw all my crap out here. I'll keep I'll keep that. Okay. I'll pick that up. I think that makes the point. Um, this is the dump chest where we just throw our items. This system is designed specifically for metal bits, but it can be applied to other things as well. So I put all my metal bits in here. Let's get into the actual technicals. This is the full design that we got rocking here. Um, First, let's talk about the sorting itself. So, this is our dump chest. Everything gets fed down into this pipe, which first tries to insert into this crate. If it can't, then it goes to the next one, so on and so forth. Crates are unique from chests in that they can only hold one type of item. So, if you have even a single bit of copper in here, only copper can enter this crate. If this runs empty, then it will break the sorting system, and we'll talk about that later. I have some ideas for solutions. But anyway, if it doesn't fit into this crate, if it's not copper, it will then check: is it gold? No. Is it iron? Is it bismuth? And it'll just go down the line. And if it ends up not being any of those, it gets spit out over here. So if I put cobblestone right there, we should see it emerge. There it is. So, that's how the basic sorting works. Nothing crazy. But you'll notice that these crates feed down into some Archimedes screws. This acts as a sort of stopper, right? This prevents the items from flowing any further until the corresponding lever is flipped. So with the copper lever, if we flip that switch, uh oh, I have to power off. Hold on. There we go. All right. If we flip that switch, that will start powering this Archimedes screw, allowing bits to flow through, which will then be sent down into the chute. This Archimedes screw is always powered, regardless of which levers are flipped, assuming the main power is turned on. So you can see we got all our copper bits. I'm going to pick all those up because I don't want to lose them. I got to put them back in. Alright, so that's how that works. Pretty cool, I would say. You see I have these designed to all go in a line because this is the most compact multi-lever design I could come up with. Could be even tighter if I had this, like, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of ways you could make this slightly smaller and condense it. I mean, it's already prohibitively expensive. Good luck trying to build this in survival. Anyway, let's get into the gearing. It's nothing too fancy. We got 2 water wheels, which power this big gear, which powers this. Comes all the way up here. This is our main power switch. So as soon as we flip this, it powers the whole rest of the system too. So if I could just, you see, and you'll see that spins this big gear, which splits the output into 4, which are all fed into these transmissions. So at the flip of a lever, you can pick which of these Archimedes screws down here will be powered. And in doing so, release these items into this communal chute, which heads to our output chute. Pretty cool stuff, I would say. There are caveats to this system, however. First of all, while this is mostly, I mean, it's unmodded in that I did not install any mods. However, the speed, the flow rate of the chutes is abysmally slow. It's 1 item a second. The Archimedes screws are less than an item a second, I think, and they're at a fixed rate, which doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't matter how fast you spin this. It's flowing out at the same rate no matter what. It makes it almost useless. So, I looked into it, and I found a solution. I went into some JSON files of the game's like program data. I found JSON files related to the chute specifically. I was able to adjust their flow rate. So, I increased the flow rate for normal chutes to 16. They can move 16 items at a time. And Archimedes screw, I don't really know. It doesn't seem to be consistent with the numbers I give it, but it is faster. I increased its flow rate to like 32 or something. So, get some gold coming. Yeah, just like relishing my efforts. But yeah, there are a few other issues. For instance, what happens when this runs out? When one of these gets emptied, what's going to happen? It breaks the sorting system. You know, suddenly anything can enter this crate, and this could no longer be copper, but something totally different. And we don't want that. So, the idea I came up with, there's 2 things you can do. 1, record keeping. Keep track of what goes in, what comes out. Do the math. It's not that hard. Although if you don't want to put in that kind of effort, and I understand why you wouldn't. Let me turn there we go. Then you can do a small little warning system. So if I can, won't let me place that. Hold on. We'll get it figured out. There we go. Put this reed basket right here. We're gonna put parchment in it. This is the idea I had, is you could create warnings that get spit out to ahead of time to let you know. So let me just write, let's say copper low. Sign that, confirmed. And we'll throw that in. Oh, you know what? I just screwed up. It went straight into the elbow and I lost it. I need to be able to duplicate this. Okay. Alright. There we go. So, this is just for demonstration purposes. I understand this is an expensive use of parchment. You could have it, if you have it just one a piece like this, although they will stack together once they reach the end of, they will start stacking. So anyway, I'll show this in action if I can. Let me just delete that. Oh, God, okay. That's not quite what I meant to do. Forget about it. Forget about it. Point is, you can put some of these in here. The moment that this runs out of copper, it will get filled with these papers that say copper low. And these papers will prevent anything else from going in to that system. And at the same time, they'll get fed into the system and pop out, telling you, hey, the copper is run out of material. But, you know, I forgot to finish that feature, so it's just an idea. I don't really know for sure. Like, if you were trying to insert stuff in your dump chest and it, like, operating this at the same time, I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'm actually thinking about adding a failsafe against it. But yeah, that's the overall design. I thought it was cool. Thought y'all might enjoy, maybe get some ideas, and leave it at that.